Welcome back, eh? This is the Canadian Silver Seeker, and today we got some unpackaging here. I believe one of these is a Morgan Silver Dollar, first year, 1878. And the other one, I'm assuming, is going to be a Canadian Silver Dollar, but I'm not exactly positive. Let's take a look. Not sure which one is which. Let's see here. Well, it looks like a Morgan Silver Dollar to me. Taped up there. Nice little bag and a slip. If I can get it open here. So I did pick this up off of eBay from a trusted seller. And like I said, should be the 1878 first year Morgan. Looking pretty good. I'll have to take it out of there and test it with you guys. Let's set it aside for a minute though and take a look at the other one. See some possible correspondence. No, it looks like a cereal box cover to me. Ooh, might need some gloves there for that one. That is a 1957. That is one of the years that I don't have currently. Now I have two coming. I have a 1956 and a 1960. Those are my only 2 years that are not key dates. I still don't have the 48, but I probably won't have that for a little while, being due to its price and rarity at 18K made that year. Apparently the Canadian Mint had a little bit of an issue in 1948 and with their dies, and they minted some with maple leaves and dots on it from 1947 were actually signifying 1948 coins, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, I'm going to test these guys with you, but we'll come back to that. So I'm back here. I got my 1878 Morgan out of its package there, and I figured I would do a little testing with you guys to show you the importance of, testing the stuff that you get, especially when you get it from somewhere like eBay. So one of the first tests is always good to test for is obviously weight. So a Morgan by default weighs 26.7 grams, and it might be a little bit under due to wear, but it's never going to be super over or super under. This one weighs 26.4, so definitely well within the range. And if we take a look at this other one here, this one is from 1890, and this one weighs right at 26. I have pinged both of these. I know that they're both genuine. This particular one in the middle though, this is a copy or a fake of an 1884, and I just figured I would show you this one because this one actually is a very good fake. It passes 3 of the 5 tests that I would normally test it, not having a Sigma at home, being kind of a layman stacker or a new stacker without a lot of money for a Sigma. So this one does weigh 26.1 grams, so that is actually within the weight tolerances of a coin, especially if there's some wear and tear on it. There's not a lot of wear on this. You can even actually see just slightly the feathers on the chest, so that's a lot of wear for what would be a fairly distinguished coin. One of the other tests that you can look at is, obviously its diameter compared to another coin and its thickness. It might be a little bit thicker than this one that is quite a bit worn here, as you can see. Probably a little bit because of the weight. I do have another non-worn one, and if you look, it is very hard to distinguish from the eye if there is a difference. I do have a caliber. I don't really like to use it very often. It's kind of a cheap one, and the face is metal, and so you just end up scratching your coin up if you're not careful. I might have to get a rubber one eventually. So it does look, fairly close by the eye. Might be a little bit thicker, but I'm gonna say passes that test as well. So another test that you can actually use with this, I've got myself a silver slide here that I've made. I actually made a silver racetrack. And if we put these both up, you can see they're both diamagnetic, and despite the fact that I know they are made of different materials, they actually slide at about the same rates. So passes both the weight, it passes the diamagnetic test here. Look at that, almost identical slide rates. So I have tested the 1878 here. I pinged them both. Might show you the ping results on the screen there for you guys. But as you can see, both of these are diamagnetic as well. I know they're both real here because I have pinged them as well. I was able to do one final test with these, and that would be the stone there. So after pinging them, I do know that my new eagle is real. My Morgan, I guess I should call it, sorry. And I know my Canadian dollar is real as well. I have another Canadian dollar that I've already verified that it's real from 1959 here. And this is the 1957 that I just picked up. I figured I'd do a little bit of racing. There's a little bit of burr on this side here, so I turned it upside down here just for the racing aspect. But as you can see, both diamagnetic. They both fall at about the same speeds. Maybe not exact, but very, very close. The weight of a Canadian silver dollar is 23.3 grams. And if we weigh it out, we will see that it is 23.1. So there might be a little bit of wear on there. I have pinged it. I know that it does ping successfully as well. And I figured I would just show you guys the stone here as well. So on the stone, like I said, on that one Canadian dollar, I had a bit of a burr there, so I know most numismatistic dealers and collectors might shoot me for that, but I rubbed a bit of the burr off just to make it a little bit nicer. And that's the top one, which is Canadian. You can see definitely looks like silver. The second line was my Morgan. I did a little rub on there too, just because it's already worn. I know you might not like it, sue me. And then the third one I wanted to show you there, that is the fake copy of the Morgan right there. And as you can actually see, it looks copper. So despite the fact that if it was just copper, it would weigh, I would assume, quite a bit less than the other ones, or have to be quite a bit bigger, but it is not. And like I say, as you saw on the slide, they both work out. So let's just put a little acid on there. Take a look at this. Just gonna put a little drop on each there. And one thing that I found online, I believe it was on YouTube, the one easy way to tell whether you have silver or you have another material is to wipe it off with a piece of paper towel. So as you can see, paper towel, white. If we wipe off the copper, you can see just kind of black on the paper towel. If we wipe off some silver, let's try the Morgan first. We should have a bit of a red tinge. As you can see, that is kind of reddish orange there. And we'll do the Canadian silver dollar as well there. Wipe that one off, and also can definitely see that red silver in there. Anyways, I hope you guys like. Remember, it doesn't cost a single piece of silver or gold to like and subscribe. You guys mean the world to me. Happy stacking, eh?